Governor of the 7 provinces of Jiangnan, Vermilion Bird.
Lord Vermilion Bird, the 4 supreme venerables.
Bows down and kowtows, paying respects to the divine king.
President of the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce of Jiangkan, Wei Yuanshan, kowtows before the divine king.
Divine king, for the sake of the countless people. Return.
Back then, I was afraid Nianwei would feel pressure, so I interacted with her as an ordinary person. Now, Nianwei is about to become a proud daughter of heaven admired by all. It seems my return should also be put on the agenda. Pass down my order. Whoever attends Old Master Su's birthday banquet tomorrow will be granted a chance for the Divine Temple's protection. I will personally build momentum for Nianwei to help her ascend to the peak of the Divine Kingdom's business world. The day Nianwei reaches the top will be when I regain my position as Divine King.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
What are you doing?
Su Nianwei, the wife of Li Tianyi.
What are you doing here? Do you still need to explain to this good-for-nothing?
Mother Su, mother of Su Nianwei.
Wei Tianyi, how many times have I told you? Unless it's the weekend, you're not allowed to come back to the Su family.
Why can't I come back? Nianwei is my wife. The Su family is my home.
I despise you, stinky fishmonger. If it weren't for the fact that the old ancestor was terminally ill and misjudged, insisting on letting you into our Su family, as a live-in son-in-law, you will never in your life think about entering the Su family. You what? You can't understand what I'm saying. It's one thing for you to come to the Su family on a workday, but you even also bring this pile of rotten fish and shrimp over here.
Stinky fish. Do you know that this fish is the legendary latent dragon golden scale, worth thousands of taels of silver? Nianwei said she wasn't feeling well.
What latent dragon golden scale? If you know it's good for you, then quickly, take your stinky fish and get out of our Su family.
Mommy, what do you mean by this?
Can't understand?
Divorce agreement.
As expected of a stinky fishmonger. Uncultured? Then I'll tell you clearly. My daughter, Nianwei, wants to divorce you.
Is this what you want? Or was that her idea? Nianwei, say something. What's wrong with you? Say something.
You're hurting me.
Why? Didn't we agree yesterday to have a child? We still?
Are you worthy of having a child with my daughter? Wei Tianyi, you are nothing but a stinking fish seller. My daughter is the dignified CEO of the Su Group. She is worth hundreds of millions. Do you think you are worthy of my daughter?
I am not worthy of her.
Of course you are not worthy of her.
Who are you?
You don't recognize me?
Su Yunhai, the eldest son of the Su family.
Aunt Su, you useless live-in son-in-law, are indeed just like the legends say, short-sighted, and have low standards. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Su Yunhai, the eldest son of the Zhu family in Jiangkan.
Young Master Su's father, as one who had earned Wei Yuanshan's favor, personally appointed by the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce to be the head of Zhongcheng. The status of the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce in Ardaxia. What kind of status it holds? You wouldn't be unaware of that, would you?
If you speak to him like that, he might not fully understand.
Very well. Then I will use language that this stinking fish seller can understand. Simply put, in our Zhongcheng, if a coin drops, it belongs to the Su family.
I was actually unaware that great figure spent several years painstakingly sweeping clean the entire land. And yet I was actually humiliated by ass like you. Over half of it has already been eaten away.
Ants? You dare call our Jiangking Zhu family ants? Aunt Su, this stinking fish-selling son-in-law of yours is truly interesting.
You stinking fish seller. What are you saying? Hurry up. Hurry up and apologize to young Master Su.
Apologize? Why should I apologize? It is you who look down on others like dogs. You only know that I sell fish in the market, but you don't know that what I sell is worth 10,000 gold. Top-tier golden scale that are priceless and available on the market. And my true strength, you are even less able to estimate.
Your strength is inestimable? Or you mean your strength and that of young Master Su? Can you really be on equal footing? Hurry up and sign this divorce agreement. Perhaps if we take pity on you, we might give you a little more compensation.
Compensation? The 4 years of deep affection I held for Neon Wei. Can you compensate for that?
Li Tianyu, have you caused enough trouble already?
Have I made enough of a scene? Your mother insulted me so deeply.
The film was translated and narrated by
Right in front of me,
Media.
we're flirting intimately with another man. Do you think I'm making a scene?
Tomorrow is Grandpa's 80th birthday. Young Master Su is representing the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce to sign a 100 billion contract with our Su family. Just now, young Master Su and I, just talking about work. There's nothing personal. If you has such a strong sense of possessiveness, then let's get divorced.
You said, he represents the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce to sign orders with your Su family. This order is clearly.
You wouldn't be trying to say, this 100 billion order was given by you, right?
Exactly.
Li Tianyu, what nonsense are you talking about?
You don't believe me. So you'd rather believe an outsider than believe your husband of for years, whom you've been with day and night. Su Neon Wei, do you know that with your power alone, you have no ability to save the Su family from its precarious state, about to collapse, even less capable to support the Su family, to have made it this far. I saved the Su family.
You stinky fishmonger. Have you lost your mind? What nonsense are you spouting? Li Tianyu, you've disappointed me too much. I originally thought you were just short-sighted, but I didn't expect you'd sink this low. Still wanting to protect that ridiculous self-esteem.
Neon Wei isn't like this. Listen to my explanation.
Explain what? Yes, you're not wrong. Everything our Su family has today was brought by young Master Su, because young Master Su secretly had the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce give us funding. Our Su family was able to reach its current height. This time's 100 billion order was also begged for by young Master Su from that mysterious figure.
What did you say? He helped you get 100 billion order. The Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce's. He saved your Su family. That's clearly right.
That's right. Without young Master Su, there would be no Su family today. You don't want to know what young Master Su and Niowei were doing just now? Then I'll tell you now. They're discussing marriage matters. And they're getting married soon.
Married?
The film was translated and narrated by Media.
You're getting married? Is that so?
So this divorce agreement. Will you sign it or not? The outcome can't be changed. Her man can absolutely not be a stinky fishmonger and can never be someone who is merely a burden that hinders progress. Our Su family, Li Tianyu, let's leave each other some dignity. Sign the paper.
Okay. I'll sign. But I hope you don't regret it.
Stop, this hall was already. The Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce has already reserved it. Unauthorized personnel, leave immediately.
This?
Grandpa, no need to worry. Young Master Su's father is Mr. Wei's subordinate. Presumably, he booked it using Mr. Wei's name. Hello, I am the CEO of Su Group, Su Neo Wei. Today is the day our Su Group signs the 100 billion order with your Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce. It is also my grandfather's 80th birthday. This hall was specifically booked by young Master Su for my grandfather to celebrate his 80th birthday. I wonder if you two could do us a favor and open the door to let us in.
100 billion level deal. Birthday celebration.
Exactly.
We are under orders from General Wei to welcome important people here. Before the important people arrive, no one is allowed inside. I advise you to leave quickly. If you gather here, in effect the arrival of the important people, the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce's thunderous fury is not something your last-rate family, the Su family, can withstand.
Last-rate family? We, the Su family? What do you mean by that? Are you two unaware of our 9 ways, status, and position? Let me tell you the truth. Neon Wei, soon enough, then she would marry into the Su family and become eldest daughter-in-law of the Su families just by relying on you two rotten gatekeepers. Dare to talk to me like that? Wait until young Master Su arrives. And in minutes, you'll be packing up and getting out.
I'd like to see who looks down on our zoo family so much.
Yunhai, you're here.
Auntie, why aren't you going in?
Yunhai. These two people you arranged, they flatly refused to let us enter. And even said, they even want to teach us a lesson.
The people I arranged? Can't you see I'm already here? Hurry up and open the door. If you delay the Su family's welcoming of guests from all directions, I'll hold you accountable.
You think you can order us around? Who do you think you are?
Open your dog eyes and see clearly. This is the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce's Jiangcheng branch. Young Master Su of the Su family. Believe it or not, with young Master Su's one word, you won't be able to survive in Jiangcheng.
Just a branch manager. In Jiangkang. Doesn't have the qualifications.
You two are too low in the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce's hierarchy and stand too far away to be qualified to see me. I understand, but now that I'm here, hurry up and open the door for me. My patience is limited.
Then open your dog eyes wide.
The film was translated
And take a good look.
narrated by M Media.
The Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce's general leader, Lord Jinjio, and Zhu Yunhai of the Jiangking branch. I didn't know Lord Jinjio and Lord Yinjio were arriving in person. Please forgive us, lords.
Today, that important person is arriving. And I don't have time to argue with you. Take your people and get out. If General Wei finds out about your actions, your little life won't be guaranteed.
So you two are really a general leaders, the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce's of Donghai Province.
That important person. Could it be?
Is that something you should ask?
Yunhai. That important figure. Could it be?
Exactly. Who could make Lords Jinjio and Yinjio personally attend, besides that divine King Lord? No one else has the qualifications.
Could it be? It really is the Divine King Lord to descend upon our Zhongcheng? Maybe it's the Divine King Lord who knew our Su family was holding a birthday banquet here today and came to boost our prestige.
How could the Divine King Lord boost the prestige of our Su family?
Old Master, you wouldn't know this. Young Master Su's father, CEO Su, in front of President Wei, is a highly valued figure. And CEO Wei is someone who can show his face in front of the Divine King. Then our invitation to the Divine King. Isn't that just a matter of old CEO Su's single word? Is that all? Yunhai, thank you.
It's nothing, Neon Wei, as long as you like it. It's just that, since the Divine King Lord is personally attending today, the Old Master's birthday banquet, we might have to change locations.
No need to change locations. Right here.
Li Tianyi, why are you here? Li Tianyi, you stinking fish seller, my daughter has already divorced you. And you're still pestering us here relentlessly? Usually I would let it go. I wouldn't bother arguing with you. Today is a great day. Signing a 100 billion order, a day of great joy. You tactless thing. How dare you pester us all the way here?
Aunt Su, I think he just wants to use the influence of our Su family to cling to just the distinguished guests present here. Hey brother, let me remind you, you are just a fish seller. Even if you manage to latch onto the powerful and influential figures present, what good will it do? Develop your fish selling career. Grow stronger. Contracting a few more stalls in the wet market?
That's right. Li Tianyi. Instead of you studying your fish stalls in the market, you might as well come here and see which of these wealthy ladies, by whose side, is still short of a male escort. Li Tianyi, I originally thought the divorce would wake you up, allowing you to escape that muddled and aimless life. But I didn't expect you to be incorrigible, still wanting to live that kind of life, of relying on a woman financially. I am truly utterly disappointed in you. Neon Wei, you and this person from the lower class. Stop wasting words. Quickly call security. Just kick him out. A stinky fish seller, staying here for one more second, is polluting the air.
Exactly. Don't you even look? Who here today isn't a top-tier figure or high-status individual? You, a stinky fish seller, being here truly lowers the standard.
Nianwei. Today is the big day for us to sign. A major contract worth hundreds of billions. We can't tolerate any flaws. Li Tianyu's status is low. He doesn't belong in such an elegant place. Quickly get some money and let him leave.
Li Tianyu, this check. You can fill in any amount up to 500,000. Take it. And leave.
You're trying to dismiss me with money. So, in your eyes, everything can be measured by money and power. Is that right?
You stinky fish seller. 500,000 is quite a lot. You've been selling fish for 10 years, and you probably haven't earned 500,000, right?
More than just 10 years. He couldn't earn that in 100 years.
What's wrong? You don't want it? Do you think it's too little? Nianwei, this stinky fish-selling ex-husband of yours, has quite an appetite. But no matter how big his appetite is, I, Zhu Yunhai, have a way to satisfy it.
A black gold check. That one has no limit. Only top-tier financial magnates can use it. A black gold check. Young Master Su truly has deep affection towards Miss Su. This kind of black gold check, only seen in legends. He gives away just like that. Yunhai, isn't this too valuable?
It's nothing, Nianwei. It's just a mere check. For your freedom. It's worth it. You've never seen this much money in your life, have you? Hurry up, take the money and scram.
Li Tianyu, you?
Who said I, Li Tianyu, came here for you, Su Nianwei? My purpose for coming here today is very simple. This banquet was organized for me.
The film was
Without me,
translated and
none of you could
narrated
enter.
by M Media.
Oh my god. That's simply ridiculous. Prepared for you? You don't even know who this banquet hall is reserved for, do you? I'll tell you today. This banquet hall is for CEO Wei, prepared for the Divine King. And the Divine King, because attend the birthday banquet of our Su family.
The Divine King attending your Su family banquet. That's not wrong.
What do you mean that's not wrong? Thanks to the blessing of young Master Su, I'm afraid you, stinky fishmonger, in this lifetime, don't even think about seeing the Divine King.
In my lifetime, I won't even see the Divine King.
Let me tell you. Well, the big shots haven't arrived yet. You better get out of here now. Otherwise, when young Master Su's father comes over later and sees you, someone so low class, still here, then he'll make sure you walk in standing and leave lying down. Get out of here.
When Wei Yuanshan sees me, it's like seeing a dragon and tiger. What does his father, Su Yunhai, even amount to?
Kid, you have quite the nerve. Under the heavens, the only one who can overpower CEO Wei is that, the legendary Divine King, fought alone against 10 nations, bestow blessings upon the world. You wouldn't be saying that you are the Divine King, would you?
Exactly.
Li Tianyu, haven't you made enough trouble? Do you even know what you're saying?
Good, very good, Divine King Lord. After unifying 10 nations, you went into seclusion in the mountains and forests. I didn't expect, and was even looked down on by a bunch of trash. Utterly improper. The social underclass. Exploit a loophole. What do you think will happen if I tell my father about this? So what then?
Li Tianyu, I know our divorce has caused you a huge shock, but you can't, using such an act of impersonating the Divine King, to save face for yourself? After all, we were once husband and wife. Leave now.
Impersonating the Divine King. I'm renowned in all directions. Supporting the world. Everything I do in life. Why would I need to fake it? It's your Su family that has shallow foundations. I was afraid that if I interacted with you in my true identity, it would make you feel inferior. So, I pretended to be a fishmonger, secretly helping your Su family. But I didn't expect that what I'd get in return would be this kind of attitude. Since that's the case, then there's no need for me to keep pretending. Don't you think that Su Yunhai has a transcendent status? That only he is worthy of you. Then today, I will let you see what it means to have 100 responses to a single call. What the might of the Divine King is.
Good, good. I was wondering how the Su family was able to go from teetering on the brink within for years to soaring to the clouds, reaching the pinnacle of Jianggang. So it was all because of you, Li Tianyi's merit. Extraordinary. It truly is extraordinary. Since that is the case, please proceed. I'd like to see how you can open a door that I, the dignified eldest young master of the Zhu family, can't open.
Stop. Under CEO Wei's command, Yunjio pays respects to Lord Divine King. Pays respects to Lord Divine King.
I, Li Tianyi, the King of 10 nations, the Lord of Shenzhou. Today, return. Now you believe me, right?
How is that possible? How could you possibly be the one who fought against 10 nations and blessed the countless citizens of the Divine Kingdom? Lord Divine King, you are just a stinking fish seller?
Lord Jin and Lord Yin, are you two perhaps mistaken about the person? He is clearly our Su family's living son-in-law. How could he possibly be?
Old scoundrel, the identity of Lord Divine King, how could it possibly be? Just a small Su family like yours. Can there be any doubt? We have followed CEO Wei since childhood, and have earned CEO Wei's deep trust. We had the opportunity, at the Imperial Congress, to meet Lord Divine King. Lord Divine King's divine and heroic demeanor. How could we mistake it? Lord Divine King has personally arrived, yet you dare speak insults openly. You are simply courting death.
Wait, you are talking about the Imperial Congress? I heard my father mention years ago that he was invited by CEO Wei to attend the Imperial Congress. He described to me the image of Lord Divine King, how heroic and magnificent he was. How could a fish seller possibly compare? I understand now. You two are both hired by Li Tianyi to impersonate officials, aren't you?
What did you say?
I knew it. I always felt something was off. My father, although he is a close friend of CEO Wei, but I have never heard my father mention that he would descend upon Jiangkang, and it's even less likely that he would fight with a Su family over a banquet hall. So all of this was you, Li Tianyi, putting on a false display of power here, trying to deceive everyone. What audacity!
Arranging actors to impersonate the Divine King. This is simply a huge joke. You, Su Yunhai, falsely claim that your father once attended the Imperial Congress, but why don't I recall? Have seen before. The person you claimed was your father at the banquet? Or are you saying that anyone can be your father, Su Yunhai?
Li Tianyi, that's enough. Do you have any idea how ridiculous you look right now? 4 years. I thought that while you were in our Su family, you might improve. I don't ask you to be like young Master Su and become a heavenly prodigy, but at the very least, you must conduct yourself properly, instead of being like you are now, spouting nonsense. With a dark heart, if you had even a shred of conscience, you should report your crimes to the Divine King. I believe that with such mercy and tolerance, Divine Kings, he would overlook your faults. But if you continue here to act recklessly, in this world, no one can save you.
Reporting to the Divine King. Putting on airs. Su Nianwei.
Nianwei, don't waste so much breath on him. I have already taken the news that the Su family's live-in son-in-law is impersonating the Divine King's people, and told the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce. Isn't that a coincidence? Coincidentally, my father and CEO Wei are already on their way to the hotel. Li Tianyi, didn't you say that when CEO Wei arrived, he would kneel before you and bow his head? Wait until my dad gets here, and I'll see how you kneel and beg for mercy.
Kid, I see you have immense audacity.
Kid, you are dead meat. Tell me, wait a moment, should I first break your hands and feet to prevent you from running away? Or should I first pull out your tongue? This might hurt a little. You'll have to bear with it.
What right do you have to lay a hand on me?
You dare hit me? Hit me right in front of my father?
I am hitting. You unfilial wretch. I'll beat you first until you are unable to fend for yourself.
Dad, why are you hitting me? Shouldn't you be hitting him? He is the one impersonating the Divine King, not me.
Exactly, CEO Sue. This piece of trash is incredibly audacious, daring to impersonate the Lord Divine King. Young Master Sue was the one who discovered this. He should be receiving your commendation. Why are you hitting young Master Sue instead?
Dad, now that I am in Jiangkang, I am considered a person of status and reputation. You hit me for the sake of a stinking fishmonger? If this gets out, where will I put my face? You must give me an explanation today.
Give you an explanation, is that right? Why don't you give me an explanation first? Usually, I have been lax in disciplining you. You think the world revolves around you? Every day you look down on this person and disdain that person. Enough, enough. My Zhu family's century-old foundation was almost ruined by you.
Dad, what are you talking about? What do you mean the Zhu family's century-old foundation was ruined by me? What did I do?
What did you do? Open your dog eyes and look.
Dad, are you getting senile? Isn't this just a worthless live-in son-in-law? Was he kicked out by the Zhu family?
Piece of trash. I, Zhu Weilong of the Zhu family, have failed in raising my son. I beg the Lord Divine King to punish me.
Lord Divine King? How can he be the Lord Divine King? You were definitely tricked. Dad, carefully. Think back. With his handsome bearing and appearance, Divine Kings, a supreme existence, like the Divine King, how could he possibly be with someone like that, like Li Tianyi, who spent years hiding away in the wet market, who does nothing but peddle, just fish and shrimp?
Exactly.
Back then at the Imperial Congress. Although I was fortunate enough to attend the meeting with President Wei, given my status, I was not qualified to enter the inner venue. However, even though it was only a glimpse from afar, the Divine King's magnificent figure and demeanor remain in my mind to this day. Unforgettable. This Li Tianyi before us truly doesn't bear much resemblance to the Divine King. At the very least, given the Divine King status, he wouldn't wear these crudely made clothes.
Dad, you finally understand. What is this Li Tianyi even counted as? How can he be worthy of being compared to the Divine King?
When I received President Wei's call then, saying the Divine King had already arrived at the banquet hall and told me to hurry over, I was afraid of slighting the Divine King. That's why I mistakenly took this fishmonger for the Divine King. My old eyes are blurry. My old eyes are blurry. Li Tianyi, how dare you impersonate the Divine King? Putting on an act here and making a complete fool of yourself. I give you 10 seconds. Hurry up and kneel and apologize to my Zhu family. Otherwise, today, no one can protect you.
Sue Weilong, how dare you?
Under President Wei, Yunjio, pay respects to the venerable.
Who do you think you are? And you dare trespass into the banquet hall? Don't you know?
Get lost. Your subordinate is late in coming to your aid. Please forgive me, Divine King.
Rise.
Vermilion Bird. This is the first war general. In legend, Divine King's subordinate, Venerable Vermilion Bird. Zhangshang. Isn't this President Wei's territory? Why is she here?
Everyone says President Wei leads us, overseeing the finances of the 7 provinces of Jiangnan, managing the wealth of all the people. But in reality, the true leader of our 7 provinces of Jiangnan is none other than Venerable Vermilion Bird. If she wishes to come, even President Wei must personally welcome her.
Her status is so noble. Yet she is bowing to Li Tianyi? Could it be that Li Tianyi really is the Divine King?
Venerable Vermilion Bird, why have you come?
Sue Weilong, you truly have immense guts. Wei Yuanshan told you to properly receive the Divine King. Is this how you receive him?
What did you say? Divine King? You said he is the Divine King. Isn't he just is he a stinking fish seller?
Impudence. Keep your mouth clean. Today, the Lord Divine King is present. I do not want this joyous day to be stained with blood. Immediately kneel down, kowtow, and apologize. Otherwise, do not blame me for wiping out the Su family line.
Wait.
Unfilial wretch, shut your mouth. I said back then that Mr. Lee was the Lord Divine King. You kept making malicious speculations, causing my Zhu family to miss out on a sliver of hope. What more do you have to say now? Do you want our Zhu family to be completely finished?
Dad, calm down. This is just a trap. Don't be fooled by them.
A trap? Son, that is the vermilion bird venerable. Hurry up and kneel down and apologize to the Lord Divine King. If the Zhu family is ruined because of the two of us, how can I face our ancestors?
Dad, she says she is the vermilion bird venerable. Does that mean she is the vermilion bird venerable? That Li Tianyi. Just now he was saying he was the Lord Divine King. What was the result? Wasn't he just a stinking fish seller? Isn't that right?
Young Master Su, what do you mean by that? Are you suggesting that the Vermilion Bird Venerable is also an imposter?
Exactly. The status of the Vermilion Bird Venerable. How noble it is. I don't need to elaborate, do I? Given her status as the Vermilion Bird Venerable, even our CEO Wei, upon meeting her, must treat her as a distinguished guest. This Li Tianyi, he impersonated the Divine King. How long ago was it that I exposed him? And the Vermilion Bird Venerable shows up immediately. Given the status of the Vermilion Bird Venerable, if she were to appear in Jiangkang, the situation would have stirred up long ago. How could it be that there hasn't been a single sound?
That's right. A figure as noble as the Vermilion Bird visiting our Jiangcheng, it's even more impossible for there to be no news whatsoever.
The only explanation is that he anticipated his pathetic acting would be exposed by me. Therefore, he prepared in advance and found a shill to come and save the situation. Li Tianyi, in order to maintain your pathetic dignity, you truly stop at nothing. What a pity. You still suffered the disadvantage of being uncultured. Whether it is impersonating the Divine King, or finding someone to play the role of the Vermilion Bird Venerable, according to the laws of the Divine Kingdom, it is enough for you to die 100 times over. Are you tired of living?
Impudence. Su Weilong, I give you 10 seconds to kick your foolish son out of here. Otherwise, after tonight, the Su family will be removed from Zhongcheng.
You wretched woman. You're not done pretending, are you? Just based on you. You dare to make us be removed from Jiangkang? Are you worthy? You dare hit me? You wretched woman, you dare hit me?
Knowing the identity of the Divine King Lord, you actually dared to make presumptuous speculations and openly insult him. Not only will I hit you today, I will also execute you. Enough, miss. I don't know you or him. What exactly is your relationship? But I want to tell you something. Over a good-for-nothing, so utterly lacking in ambition, and committed a heinous crime, is an insult to the Divine Marshal Venerable. It's not worth it. After all, you are still young. If you continue to oppose with the Su family, your entire family might not be spared. Bow your head and confess your crime. It is not worth such a sacrifice from you. No wonder the Divine King Lord supported your Su family for 4 years, and your Su family only reached the level it is at today. So everything was thanks to you, Su Nianwei. Impressive, truly impressive. What do you mean by that? What do I mean? For these 4 years, the Divine King Lord secretly said Wei Yuanshen, support your Su family in all operations, and gifted your Su family orders worth hundreds of billions. Yet, it only allowed your Su family barely to step into the ranks of first-tier families. If it were anyone else, they would have long ago brought the Su family to the commercial peak of the Divine Kingdom. Why would they still be struggling in Zhongcheng? Miss, our Su family has no grievance or enmity with you? I don't know why. For the sake of this trash, you repeatedly suppress our Su family. What exactly did our Su family do? To offend you? Given your Su family standing, even in another 100 years, you wouldn't be qualified for me to personally suppress you? As for how you say you offended me, you should ask how you offended the Divine King's lackey.
Nianwei, don't waste words on them. If you ask me, this woman is just Mistress Li Tianyi's. Otherwise, she wouldn't possibly do something that risks her head for him.
You!
I have already called and notified the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce. They are rushing over now. These imposters, our Zhu family, won't let a single one go.
You handled this matter well. CEO Wei, about to arrive at the hotel. We must clean up this trash before he arrives.
Dad, Nianwei, let's take our seats first. Waiting quietly for the 100 billion order. Signing ceremony to begin.
I previously thought that your Su family was merely low in status, narrow-minded, and thus couldn't bear to see my glory. Now it seems that your brains have a problem. You don't even have the most basic ability to discern.
Li Tianyi, what do you mean?
What I mean is, you don't need to wait anymore. Call right now. And cancel this 100 billion order.
Li Tianyi, are you addicted to pretending? This 100 billion order is spearheaded by my Zhu family. In the entire Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce, there are few people who have the right to interfere. You, a stinking fish seller, making a phone call, and you think you can cancel this 100 billion order? What dream are you living in?
Li Tianyi, the entire Zhongcheng, who doesn't know that young Master Su fought for this 100 billion order? And you still feel embarrassed. Isn't that enough already? Do you know, in my eyes, do you have any idea what you look like? Like a clown, having his lies exposed. Utterly disgusting.
Because of the Su family, the worth hundreds of billions exists. Does his Su family even deserve it? If it weren't for me.
Enough. Li Tianyi, I don't want to hear you speak such nonsense anymore. We are divorced now, and have no connection whatsoever. There is no need for you to lose your life, just for a moment of verbal satisfaction. If you are still a man, then start living honorably and uprightly. Don't let me, Su Nianwei, look down on you.
No connection whatsoever. You are absolutely right. I, Li Tianyi, with your Su family, have no relationship. Therefore, your Su family does not deserve this order either. Wei Yuanshan, notify them. The order is cancelled. Worth hundreds of billions. The Su families. With the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce. Furthermore, I give you, Wei Yuanshan, 10 minutes to immediately rush to the banquet hall. Otherwise, your Wei family in the 7 provinces of Jiangnan will cease to exist.
You.
Nianwei, this call couldn't possibly be CEO Wei calling, could it?
Nianwei, why aren't you speaking? Don't scare your mother. What exactly happened? Mommy. The 100 billion order has really been cancelled. How is that possible? 100 billion order between our Su family and the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce. How could it possibly be cancelled? Just now, CEO Wei called me. He said our Su family is unworthy of receiving this 100 billion order. A call from CEO Wei. Could it be that Li Tianyi truly possesses such great ability?
Absolutely impossible. The Development Zone project is worth hundreds of billions. Just our Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce spent several years just on the assessment. How could it be easily cancelled? Moreover, CEO Wei is known for his integrity. You, Li Tianyi, have the ability, with a single phone call, to make CEO Wei cancel his own decision and make him willingly accept the infamy of breaking faith.
Right. CEO Wei's integrity throughout our 7 provinces south of the Jiangnan is famous. He absolutely can't do such a thing. Fine, Li Tianyi. Even now, you are still playing tricks. Do you think our Su family truly has no temper?
I am playing tricks. Wei Yuanshan personally called you. On the phone. You don't believe it. Must he come here? Before you will give up.
We give up? I think you are unwilling to give up until you face reality, aren't you? If I don't teach you a lesson today, the entire Jiangnan will think our Zhu family is a pushover. Someone, take this piece of trash away. Pull out his tongue. Let's see how arrogant he can be after this.
You have such audacity. Such audacity. Welcome, CEO Wei. CEO Wei, you've arrived. What have all of you done? CEO Wei, it is like this. Our Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce has already with the Su family to sign the 100 billion project order. But the plan has changed. At our banquet, a buzzing fly has shown up. Fearless. A fly? You said he is a fly?
That's right. CEO Wei, this trash doesn't know his place, causing trouble at our banquet, and is harboring schemes to use the Zhu family as a proxy to cancel 100 billion order. However, thankfully I discovered it in time, and the contract is completely fine.
See, away. You must uphold justice for our Sioux family.
Yes, yes, yes.
This trash has already been kicked out of our house. If you were to do anything that implicates our Sioux family, then our Sioux family would be greatly wronged. We earnestly request that you severely punish him.
Is that so? Then how do you plan to severely punish me, Li Tianyi?
Li Tianyi, your impersonation of the Divine King is already a capital
The
offense.
film was translated
If you wish to die
and
so easily,
narrated by
wouldn't that be letting you
Media.
off lightly? CEO Wei, in this subordinate's opinion, he should be crippled by severing his four limbs, his eyes gouged out, his venomous tongue pulled out, and finally, exposed on the city gate for 7 days, to be cursed by the common people of the world. Only then can we warn the masses. Don't stray onto the wrong path.
Li Tianyi, now that CEO Wei has personally arrived, the 7 provinces of Jiangnan no longer have anyone who can protect you. I'd like to see how you walk out of here alive.
You scoundrel, are you blind?
CEO Wei, why are you hitting me? Shouldn't you be hitting him instead?
Yes, CEO Wei, my son, discovered this person impersonating the Divine King. He should be rewarded for his merits. Why is he still being hit by you? Your Zhu family has caused a massive disaster. Your subordinate, Wei Yuanshan, failed in managing his subordinates. I request punishment from the Divine King.
What? He is the Divine King? How could he possibly be the Divine King?
Wei Yuanshan. Back then you fought with stray dogs for food, slept rough on the streets, and begged for survival at people's feet. It was I who took pity on you and granted you good fortune, which led to your glory today. Yet you and had the audacity to repay me. Is that so?
I request the Divine King grant the subordinate another chance. The subordinates, I will deal with you one by one, has insulted the Divine King.
The Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce, Jingjia and Yinjia, are recognized for their merit in identifying the person. I bestow 10,000 Lian of gold, promoted to an external member, Divine Temples, enjoying official Divine Temple benefits, protecting their families for 3 generations.
Thank you, Divine King.
As for you, Wei Yuanshan, this is the last chance I am giving you. I hope you do not disappoint me.
The film was translated and narrated
CEO
by
Wei,
Media.
are you mistaken? He is just a stinking fishmonger. It is absolutely impossible that he is the Divine King.
Now your Zhu family is still speaking nonsense here. What incredible audacity.
CEO Wei, please listen to me.
You unfilial wretch, shut up. Do you still want to harm my Zhu family and bring it to ruin? Lord Divine King, the Zhu family has absolutely no objection to any decision made by the Divine King. I beg the Divine King to mete out punishment starting today. The Zhu family is expelled from the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce. The Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce and the Zhu family will have no further connection. Furthermore, all profits gained by leveraging my Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce identity, I will send people to recover them one by one. As for your Sioux family, the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce will cancel all commercial dealings with your Sioux family. Over the past 4 years, all resources provided to you will be reclaimed one by one. If any enterprise assists you in any form, I will eliminate them all.
Tianyi, it wasn't easy for our Sioux family to reach where we are today. It's not easy. If you do this, you will undoubtedly cut off the lifeline of our Sioux family. How can our Sioux family can continue survive in the 7 provinces of Jiangnan? How can our establish ourselves in Zhangcheng? I beg you, Mommy begs you, spare our Sioux family. Please spare our Sioux family. Nianwei, hurry up and say something. The Sioux family must not be ruined at the hands of ours. So, you really are the Divine King?
Does that matter?
Important. You clearly know that I bear the burden of the Sioux family's revival. Can't be because of romantic feelings and be forced to stop. You should have told me about your identity as the Divine King. How could our Sioux family possibly make things difficult for you?
Is that so? Haven't I told you? I know you are under a lot of pressure. I was afraid that if I interacted with you, using my true identity, it would lead to your inferiority complex and distance. That is why I have been silently helping you from behind the scenes all these years. Do you know how the Development Zone project came about? It was you, Su Nianwei, who told me many years ago. You said that although the Su family's development was rapid, it still couldn't reach the upper echelon. You, Su Nianwei, were unwilling to be subservient to others. I also didn't want to give you too much pressure. Therefore, I assumed the identity of a fishmonger. The golden scale I raised possessed the potential of a latent dragon. They were priceless. After you consumed them, you would be immune to all illnesses. But you, Su Nianwei, did not cherish them. You don't even cherish the Su family. Because in your eyes, I was just a stinking fishmonger.
So, you're saying these things to me now? Is it to show off your success? Tell her that the Su family. Is that our Su family is not worthy of you? Tell me, Su Nianwei. So in your eyes, I, Su Nianwei, was climbing too high. Li Tianyi. In my eyes, you will always be that. Uncultured, incapable, fish-selling man. In this lifetime, I have never looked straight at you. Even once. Even now. You still make me sick. Audacious! Now that things have come to this, you still dare to be presumptuous. You, Su Nianwei, are you tired of living? Yes, I'm tired of living. So what? You are courting death. Stop your hypocrisy. And saying things like, I didn't tell you my identity? Or telling me that raising fish was for conditioning my body. Then why didn't you do it sooner? Li Tianyi, I know you hold a high position and immense power, standing above tens of thousands. But so what? In my Su Nianwei eyes, you will always be that. A worthless live-in son-in-law. By our Su family. Kicked out of the house. I, Su Nianwei, will never in this lifetime look straight at you again.
Since that is the case, then the Su family has no need to exist anymore.
The Zhuang family from the imperial capital has arrived.
Zhang Shuyi, the eldest daughter of the Zhang family.
I, Jiang Shuyi, representing the Jiang family from the imperial capital, present these congratulatory gifts.
A scroll of the 10,000 Li rivers and mountains painting, a Jedi Kilin statue, a Tangsan Kai figurine, and a mansion named Heaven on Earth. How could the Su family possibly be connected to the Zhang family? From the imperial capital? This is the Zhang family, one of the 4 great families. Zhang Family's Dingfeng International is an international financial group, top tier. In our divine kingdom, the value of 30% of the shares can reach hundreds of billions. In this Heaven on Earth, this is one of the top 3 luxury residences in the divine kingdom. The value of this house is immeasurable. You are right about that. The 10,000 Li rivers and mountains painting is priceless. I never expected the Su family to have the Zhang family backing them. I'm afraid that what CEO Wei just said will no longer count.
The Zhang family from the imperial capital traveling all this way is a tremendous honor for our Su family. It makes our Su family shine with glory.
Li Tianyi, did you see that? Even without the 100 billion deal, the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce's, the capability of our Nianwei would still be recognized by the world? The fact that our Su family has reached this point today is all thanks to Nianwei, who achieved it step by step. And today, our Su family, relying on our own ability, gained the support of the Zhang family. What did you say? Can't stop either. Our Su family and the Zhang family being on good terms.
And supporting the Su family. I'm afraid your Su family must have misunderstood. Today, I brought this gift. Solely from Mr. Lee.
Translated and narrated by M Media.
Miss Zhang, you're not joking, are you? Today, it is Old Master Su's birthday banquet. Our family, you prepared such a generous gift. Not for our Su family, but instead for Li Tianyi? Ridiculous. What is your Su family even worth? Do you really think you deserve our imperial capital Zhang family to personally prepare a grand gift for a birthday? If Mr. Li were not here, would Jingcheng, this remote backwater, be worthy of our Zhang family setting foot in it?
Mr. Lee has finally escaped. The bitter sea that is the Su family today. Of course, he deserves to be congratulated with many gifts. These gifts I brought, although they have some value, are nothing extraordinary. Mr. Lee, the next gift I am about to present is the grand one and the main event of today. Mr. Lee, do you want me?
Miss John, what exactly do you mean by this?
Before I came, I already heard that you and Su Nianwei have divorced and that you have regained your freedom. Since Su Nianwei failed to recognize a treasure, then I, Jiang Shuyi, naturally won't let go of this precious opportunity. Mr. Lee, are you free now to marry me?
My lord, Miss Zhang is the child of Aunt Chen from back then.
Aunt Chen.
CEO Jing, aren't you going a bit too far? Our Su family has been developing in Yongsheng all these years. You traveled thousands of miles to come to our Zhongqing, prepared such a generous gift just to curry favor with him, Li Tianyu, and suppress our Su family?
To curry favor with Li Tianyu and oppress your Su family. Miss Su is truly humorous. Your Su family is so weak. And you are so incompetent. Even if your Su family were given 10 more years to grow, you wouldn't amount to a drop in the ocean compared to our Jiang family. And I came to Jiangqing today solely for Mr. Lee.
Miss Zhang came solely for Mr. Lee. One person came and even offered herself as a gift to him. CEO Jiang, you really know how to belittle yourself. Miss Su, please keep your mouth a little cleaner. What's wrong? Am I not speaking the truth? Your Zhang family is indeed immensely powerful. You? Zhang Shuyu. As for your appearance, it is indeed breathtakingly beautiful. But do you think, just based on this, can't stand up to my place in his heart all these 4 years? Even if you ask him 100 times, he still won't be willing to be with you.
I am willing.
What?
Li Tianyu, what did you say?
I said, I'm willing to marry Miss John.
Li Tianyu, what do you mean by this? Our full 4 years of relationship, can it really not compare to you and the eldest daughter of the Zhang family, only knowing each other for a few short minutes? Yes, I certainly am not as beautiful as the eldest daughter of the Zhang family at home, nor am I as powerful as she is. But don't you forget, back then you were the one who begged our Su family ancestor to let you marry in.
Miss Su, I think it is necessary for me to remind you of something. It was you back then who couldn't wait to divorce with Mr. Lee. Now Mr. Lee is a free man. Miss Su, please show some self-respect.
I'm talking to Li Tianyu. When is it your turn to interrupt? Li Tianyu, what do you mean? Are you going to protect this woman today? Where did you put our 4 years of relationship? Where did you put it? You dare hit me?
Miss Su, I am standing right in front of you now. Do you dare hit me? I'm telling you, I am not only Mr. Lee's fiancé now, but also from the Jiang family in the imperial capital, one of the 4 great families. You are trying to slap the Jiang family's face. Trying to slap face. Dingfeng International, is that right? Miss Su, Mr. Lee did not retaliate against your Su family because you previously had 4 years of relationship. He wanted to give you a chance to survive. But now, our Jiang family, however, will not be so soft-hearted.
Back then, the kindness of the ancestor, I have already repaid. From now on, I have nothing more to do with the Su family. I ask Miss Su to please show self-respect.
Li Tianyu. Don't go. Tianyu, don't go. Don't leave.
Unexpectedly, the son-in-law despised by the Su family hastily drove him away. Out of the Su family was in fact the Divine King, our Divine Kingdom, who fought 10 nations by himself and safeguarded all under heaven. Miss Zhang is right. The Su family failed to recognize talent. They are incompetent and foolish. Even with a true dragon like the Divine King right beside them, living together for 4 years, they didn't notice. I think their Su family is truly finished. The Su family truly won't make it. I wonder who will dare cooperate with their Su family now.
When I was in the imperial capital, I heard that everything the Su family has today is all thanks to you, Miss Su, who built it step by step. Now that the Su family is just starting over again, I really look forward to Miss Su being able to stage a comeback.
The golden scale in your eyes is also considered worthless trash. Your Su family is truly short-sighted.
Our Su family is pushing immense fortune right out the door. Look at the mess you've made. The Su family is about to be ruined in my hands.
The film was
I have failed
translated and narrated
the Su
by
family's
Media.
ancestors.
Old Master Su, you don't truly believe that Li Tianyi is the Divine King, do you?
Young Master Zhu, how far do you intend to harm our Su family? To what extent? CEO Wei of the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce personally testified. The Vermilion Bird Venerable personally accompanied him, and even the Zhang family from the Imperial capital came forward to curry favor. If he is not the Divine King, then who is the Divine King? Are you? Or you? Or perhaps you?
You unfilial wretch, what else do you intend to do? Do you have to push our Zhu family into the abyss, into a state of eternal damnation, before you are satisfied?
Dad, if I can, produce evidence that the Divine King was personally present at the scene. Would you still believe that Li Tianyi?
What do you mean?
Just 5 minutes ago, I received news that the Divine King, along with the Vermilion Bird Venerable, just returned from overseas. As for the Qin family in the Imperial capital, they specifically went to the airport to welcome them and host a welcome reception. Therefore, the Divine King is absolutely not in Jiangkang.
What did you say? You mean the Divine King is currently in the Imperial capital? So all of this is that kid Li Tianyi borrowing power to intimidate others, bluffing.
Exactly. My son is right. Just now, I also received news. The Qin family has confirmed that the Divine King is indeed in the Imperial capital, and absolutely can't be in Jiangkang. Absolutely impossible.
But tonight, not only did CEO Wei of the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce personally testify for him, but even the eldest daughter of the Imperial capitals prepared generous gifts and did not hesitate to offer herself in marriage by proposing to him. No matter how you look at this, it doesn't seem fake.
That's right.
Impersonating the Divine King is an unforgivable crime known throughout the world. Even if the Zhang family came, he wouldn't escape punishment. But what if Li Tianyi, impersonating the Divine King, didn't let the news leak out of Jiangkang?
What do you mean?
The Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce is a titan to our and unattainable existence, but for the families of the Imperial capital, like the Zhang family and Qin family, would not be worth mentioning. If Miss Zhang wants to protect Li Tianyi, do you think CEO Wei would choose to report this to the Lord Divine King and thus completely offend the Zhang family? Or would he choose to suppress the news and grant Miss Zhang a favor?
But why would Miss Zhang take such a risk? To protect Li Tianyi? Even the Zhang family would not dare to offend the Lord Divine King, right?
Perhaps you don't know. The Qin family and the Zhang family have always had an engagement. Guess who the intended partner of the engagement is?
Young Master Su, you really are something. Our Su family is confined to Zhangcheng. How could we know about matters in the Imperial capital?
It is precisely the one who came to propose today, the eldest miss of the Zhang family. Zhang Shui, the Qin family wants to annex the 4 great families and become the Divine Kingdom's foremost aristocratic family. This ambition is known throughout the nation. As for Miss Zhang, she is the Zhang family's only daughter. If she truly agrees to ally with the Qin family, it would undoubtedly be like a sheep entering a tiger's mouth. From then on, the Zhang family's assets would fall under the Qin family, and the Zhang family would cease to exist in the world. Therefore, the Zhang family canceling the engagement is imminent.
Wait, what does this have to do with Li Tianyi? Zhang Shouyan and Li Tianyi had an illicit affair beforehand, and eldest Miss Zhang publicly proposed marriage, rejecting the Qin family's face. How could this engagement possibly continue smoothly? This perfectly suits the Zhang family's intentions.
Nianwei is right. At present, Li Tianyi is constrained by the Su family, kicked out of the house, has no fixed residence, and has impersonated the Divine King. One could say it was done by the Zhang family, held their weakness firmly in hand. If the Zhang family wants him to live, he lives. If the Zhang family wants him to die, he must die. However, Li Tianyi thinks he can survive this way. Just wait for the Qin family's revenge.
Young Master Su, that is true. But our 2 families have now offended the Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce, all the family forces, in 7 provinces of Jiangmen. When they see us, treat us like the plague. What should we do?
Auntie, my Zhu family has stood firm in Jiangkang for decades without falling. We have never relied on that Black Dragon Chamber of Commerce nonsense. The Qin family in the Imperial capital is our Zhu family greatest reliance. As for the Su family's development issues, Andy, do you know about the Ascending Dragon Banquet?
The Ascending Dragon Banquet? The Lord Divine King has returned to the Divine Temple to strengthen the Divine Temple and continue to bless the people of the Divine Kingdom. He specially organized the Ascending Dragon Banquet.
It is said that any power whose representative attends the banquet can instantly soar to great heights, receive the protection of the divine temple, and be worry-free for 3 generations. However, a banquet of this caliber, all the family forces, the divine temples, could obtain an invitation letter, but our Su family in Jiangcheng is already barely surviving. This ascending dragon banquet, how dare we even hope for it?
The Su family might not be able to attend, but if accompanied by our Zhu family, it might not be impossible. Nianwei, I know that what happened today has dealt you quite a blow. After you attend the ascending dragon banquet with me, everything you lost, I will make them repay 2-fold.
Yunhai. My lord, the Ascending Dragon Banquet is starting soon. I was afraid that if other forces knew you were in Zhongcheng, they would rush to. Therefore, Vermilion Bird took the liberty of announcing externally that you had just landed at Imperial Capital Airport. Please punish me, my lord.
No matter. Miss John, thank you for helping me out today. Regarding this kindness, I will repay it later.
Later? You can repay it now.
Now,
Yes, now.
Bureau of Civil Affairs.
I never expected that, after silently contributing to the Su family for so many years, never received any proper status. Instead, he was kicked out of the house, like a stray dog. Now, immediately after the divorce, I can naturally marry with the #1 beauty of the imperial capital, Miss John. This is truly unexpected.
The film was translated.
By the way, since this
and
happened so
narrated
suddenly,
by M.
I hadn't
Media.
prepared a betrothal gift. Please wait a moment.
Mr. Lee? I'm not someone who pursues material things. I hope Mr. Lee won't dwell on the matter of the betrothal gift.
But getting married without a betrothal gift.
If Mr. Lee truly wants to give our Jiang family some kind of betrothal gift, actually, the golden scale would suffice.
You want the golden scale?
Xu Yi knows the golden scale is a rare treasure, possessing latent dragon potential. In that case, Mr. Lee, you can name your price, no matter how much. Our Jiang family will not hesitate.
That's not what I meant. What I mean is,
I know, Mr. Lee, that you are indifferent to fame and fortune, and do not value these things. It's just that my grandfather is gravely ill, and even the current medical saint can't cure him. Only the golden scale can buy a sliver of hope for survival.
so you want the golden scale for your grandfather.
Xu Yi lost her father and mother when she was young. Only grandpa has always been by my side. Xu Yi doesn't want to see grandpa suffer prolonged illness confined to bed. As long as Mr. Lee is willing to give the golden scale to me, I am willing to add an additional 30% stake of Dingfeng International. 50%. 50% is also acceptable. I only ask Mr. Lee to be willing to give the golden scale to my Jiang family.
When Zhang Shuyi secretary.
I beg Mr. Lee to save the chairman.
John Shui, you are truly looking down on me too much, aren't you?
No, Mr. Lee, that's not what I meant.
You and I just got married. Don't even mention the golden scale, even that genuine divine dragon. I can capture it for you. Alright, it's just a mere golden scale. You want it?
Hurry up and come over here.
Zhang Bowen, Zhang Shuyi's second uncle.
Second uncle, young Master Qin.
Qin Wushua, the eldest son of the Qin family.
Why are you two here?
You have the nerve to ask. Yesterday, young Master Qin clearly already notified you, saying he would come over to take you back to the Qin family. Where did you go? Who allowed you to run off to Jiangkang and cause such a huge mess for our Zhang family? Hurry up and leave with young Master Qin. If you delay any longer, do you believe I'll break your legs?
Where she goes is her business. It's not your place to be laying hands on her here.
Who are you? Why are you appearing in our Zhang family home?
Shuyi and I are already married. I am now Shuyi's husband.
What did you say? You married Zhang Shui? Kid. Are you kidding me? I don't like this joke.
Young Master Qin. Mr. Lee is not joking. He and I truly are married. I hope the Qin family withdraws the engagement.
Withdraw the engagement? Miss Zhang, you must be joking. You, Zhang Shui, since birth, were destined to be woman, young Master Qin's. So what if you got married? I'll just kill this piece of trash, and that will be the end of it.
Young Master Qin. This matter is Xu Yi's fault first. But Mr. Lee is innocent. Please spare him.
Mr. Lee, I know who you are now. You are that live-in son-in-law who was kicked out by the Su family. Li Tianyi. Kid, you don't really think our Shui would fancy trash like you, do you?
What do you mean?
You are nothing more than a good-for-nothing, scraping by at the market by selling fish. As for our Shui, she is #1 beauty, the imperial capitals. The wealthy young masters pursuing her could line up all the way from the imperial capital to Jiangkang if it weren't for her wanting to use your identity to cancel the engagement with young Master Qin, based on you alone, is also worthy. The gates of our Zhang family.
Second uncle. I know. You still can't accept the fact that young Master Qin and I broke off the engagement. But Mr. Li and I are truly in love. I hope you can bless us.
We are truly in love. Bless you both, Zhang Shui. Haven't you caused enough shame? Is that not enough?
Second uncle.
Don't call me second uncle. He's nothing but a stinking fishmonger. He can't even produce a betrothal gift. What right does he have to become the son-in-law of our Zhang family, young Master Qin, for your sake? Not even an invitation to attend the Ascending Dragon banquet of the legendary Divine King was willing to bestow upon our Zhang family. Once we take our seats at the Ascending Dragon banquet, we will receive the protection of the Divine Temple, ensuring 3 generations of prosperity. What an immense honor this is. Yet now you are actually willing, for the sake of this piece of trash, to ruin the future of our Zhang family. I'm telling you, absolutely no chance.
Isn't it just a mere Ascending Dragon banquet invitation? If Qin Wushuang can produce it, I, Li Tianyi, can do the same. Shuyi, wait for me a moment. Vermilion Bird, I give you 3 minutes. Bring the Ascending Dragon banquet invitation and the Zhang family's betrothal gift to the Zhang family immediately. If they do not arrive, your position as a 4 Supreme Venerables should also be revoked.
Kid, I told you you're just a stinking fishmonger. The Ascending Dragon banquet invitation, how precious it is. In the entire Divine Kingdom, among 36,000 powers, only a mere dozen or so families can obtain it. Among the 4 great families of the imperial capital, only young Master Qin of the Qin family was able to obtain one. You claim that in 3 minutes, you can procure one? Why don't you take a piss and look at yourself to see what kind of person you are? Guards, throw him out for me. Don't dirty young Master Qin's eyes. Uncle Bowen, don't be hasty. Didn't Li Tianyi say that someone would arrive in 3 minutes to deliver the invitation? Then I shall give him 3 minutes. However, my patience is limited. If, after 3 minutes, no one delivers the invitation, then I will take your life.
Fine. I'd like to see how you take my life.
How unfortunate. 3 minutes are up. Guards, drag this trash out and feed him to the dogs. The betrothal gifts have arrived. 100 bars of gold. The Southern Jade Azure Dragon Venerable. A single invitation Ascending Dragon banquet. Divine Kings.
How did Vermilion Bird arrange this? The betrothal gifts are so conventional. This, Shui. The timing was a bit rushed, so my subordinate didn't have time to prepare. This gift is a bit conventional, but this is also my heartfelt sincerity. Don't worry. In the future, I'll pick a new one to compensate you.
It's okay. As long as it's from you. I'll like anything.
Li Tianyi, I originally thought that after 4 years in the Su family, freeloading off them, your shamelessness had already reached an invincible level. I didn't expect that you could actually improve further. When it comes to shamelessness, you take the cake.
What do you mean by that?
What do I mean? These are clearly the betrothal gifts I prepared for Shui. This is
The film was
the invitation letter for the Ascending Dragon banquet. With the invitation letter to the Ascending Dragon banquet. After the Ascending Dragon banquet, the Zhang family can soar once again. Forget about 100 years of glory. 500 years, or even 1,000 years, what does it matter? No way. This is actually real. The Ascending Dragon banquet invitation letter. Young Master Qin, you are truly great benefactor. The Zhang families. Li Tianyi, do you see this? This is young Master Qin's power. An Ascending Dragon banquet invitation letter. Something of this value, something immeasurable, young Master Qin managed to obtain for our Zhang family. What do you have to compare with him? Zhang Shui, hurry up and get over here, and return to the Qin family with young Master Qin.
I knew these things. Why they were all so cliched. So, they were sent by you.
Klitsch D. You stinking fish peddler. You dare say the things I sent are Klitsch D? Is that right? Do you believe that just any one of those items, if I casually took it out, could buy your worthless life? Young Master Qin, please don't be angry. You shouldn't bother getting angry over trash like him. Kill him. Kill him for me. Li Tianyi, you just said the invitation letter would arrive within 3 minutes. Now 3 minutes have passed, let alone the betrothal gifts. There is absolutely nothing. Today, if you can walk out of this door alive, I, Zhang Bowen, will no longer bear the surname Zhang.
The betrothal gifts have arrived.
10 billion in cash. Li Tianyi, I thought you could bring out something elegant, but what's the result? It's just a pile of stinking cash, that's all. A Tang Dynasty Sankai glazed horse statue. A Nanyu ivory cup. Li Tianyi, you are nothing but a stinking fish peddler. Such heavy gifts, even if for great families, issued by our imperial capital, it would cause us significant strain. How can you afford them?
Just ordinary.
Li Tianyi. Fine. I admit that these things you sent are indeed slightly better than mine. But don't you forget, I still have, here, the ability to make a carp leap over the Dragon Gate, the invitation letter to the Ascending Dragon Banquet. What do you have to compare with me? Right. Young Master Qin also gave an invitation. Your things are indeed worth a lot, but if one obtains a seat at the Ascending Dragon Banquet and gains the protection of the Divine Temple, whether you have 100 billion or earn 1 trillion, that will happen sooner or later.
Betrothal gifts worth trillion. I, Li Tianyi, can give them away just by saying so. Why do you all think I can't produce a mere invitation letter to the Ascending Dragon Banquet? As for Shui, I will take her away now.
Go. Where are you taking daughter-in-law? Our Qin family?
Qin Zhanglu, the head of the Qin family.
Where are you taking her?
Dad, why are you here?
You came to bring Shuyi back to our Qin family, yet you only prepared such meager gifts. You truly disgrace our Qin family. Brother Bohan, these are the betrothal gifts I prepared. I hope the Zhang family will kindly accept them.
What? You're saying these betrothal gifts were prepared by you?
Who else? Looking across the entire Divine Kingdom, besides our Qin family, who else could produce $1 trillion worth of betrothal gifts?
Dad, are you crazy? We already gave her the Ascending Dragon Banquet invitation. Why are you giving her so much more?
You fool. Their Zhang family only has Zhang Shuyi as their sole daughter. As long as we bring her into our Qin family, their Zhang family will belong to our Qin family. On the contrary, why haven't you quickly brought her back to our Qin family?
I knew it. You, Li Tianyi, are nothing more than a stinking fishmonger. How could you possibly produce such heavy gifts? So you were just trying to mooch again. Truly as despicable as a dog.
Shuyi, my good daughter-in-law, quickly come back to our Qin family with Dad. All of us old Qin family members have missed you terribly. Let's go.
Take your filthy hands off me.
I almost forgot about you. Was it you just now who tried to take away our Qin family's daughter-in-law? Take away. Are you tired of living?
Brother Qin, he was merely used as a scapegoat. That Shui used, just to break off the engagement. A piece of trash who delusionally attempts to cling to the high branch of our Zhang family.
I see. He is that living son-in-law from the Su family in Jiangcheng, isn't he? Young man, let me tell you something. In our Divine Kingdom, since ancient times, we have always valued matching social status. The Qin family and the Zhang family have been cooperating with each other for many years. Moreover, our family backgrounds are compatible. What do you have to compare with our Qin family?
Matching social status? Is that all?
That's all.
Relying solely on something like this, you dare to think of marrying Shui? Your Qin family is unworthy.
Li Tianyi, do you know what you are doing.
Good. Very good indeed. The property of our kin family. After all these years, this is the first time it has been smashed. You few, what are you still standing here watching? Get out of here.
Vermilion Bird, you have messed things up time and again. Why aren't you quickly taking the betrothal gifts and scramming over here?
You stinking fishmonger, bring it back to me.
Bring the phone back to me.
I won't.
Jin Wosheng, what are you doing? Even if Mr. Lee did not give me a single cent of betrothal gifts, I, Jiang Shuyi, still willing to marry him wholeheartedly.
Zhang Shui. Do you think this is still about the betrothal gifts? Li Tianyi, he dared to throw away the betrothal gifts of our kin family onto the ground. This is slapping the face of our kin family, and also slapping the face of the Divine Temple. Originally, if you had knelt down and begged me, I could have shown mercy and spared your life. But now, you, Li Tianyi, if you can walk out of this door alive today, I will read Qin Wushwang's name backward.
Holding this mere invitation letter to the Ascending Dragon Banquet. You think you can represent the Ascending Dragon Banquet? Your Qin family thinks too highly of itself.
Fine. Facing death. You still dare to talk tough? Guards. Pry out his teeth. Cut out his tongue, and throw him out to feed the dogs.
How dare you? Your subordinate is late. Please punish me, my lord.
You little rascal, you certainly know how to play games. This express delivery right to the door, and even cooperating to put on a show.
Those vulgar items you sent. Perhaps they could be part of a show. But what I have sent, no one can fake.
1,000-year golden scales. Wishing the Zhang family, under Miss Jiang's leadership, prosperity and success in their endeavors. One divine kingdom dragon slaying sword, used to execute corrupt divine temple officials above, and treacherous nobles who harm the nation and its people below. One invitation letter to the divine king's temple. Our divine temple will protect the Jiang family completely for generations.
Young Master Qin, are these things real? Or fake? Real. Real my foot. Li Tianyi. I was wondering, what kind of treasure you could present? And what did we get? A thing? Worthless medicinal herbs. A worthless sword. And a pile of junk picked up from street stalls. Do these things even qualify to catch the eye of our kin family? I was almost fooled by the stinking fishmonger and got deceived. I thought these items were real.
They are real. Before your grandfather passed away back then, he sought externally for this piece of heavenly material and earthly treasure. It was a legendary golden scale, a peerless treasure that can turn the tide, a blessing that spans 3 generations. As for this dragon-slaying sword, back then, the Divine King fought 10 nations single-handedly, and the divine weapon he used was this very sword. To say it is our national sword of the Divine Dragon Kingdom would not be an exaggeration. However, these supreme treasures, how could they possibly appear here? I didn't expect it. You, Brad, actually have some knowledge. You even know about these legendary items and have some understanding of them. But what a pity. You've exaggerated too much. He is nothing more than a joke.
In that case, this invitation letter must also be fake. Forging an invitation letter is nothing. That Li Tianyi, even golden scale, and even dared to forge the Divine King's sacred weapon. What else is there that he wouldn't dare to do?
Qin Wosheng, whether these items are real or fake, what does it have to do with you?
What?
I said this matter has nothing to do with you.
Impudence. Zhang Shui, do you know what you were saying? The person in front of you is the young master of the Qin family, Qin Wushwan. You're Fiank. Your business is his business. How could it have nothing to do with you? Shui, you wouldn't possibly speak up for this fellow, would you? He even dared to deceive you with the betrothal gifts. If you guys were too.
Qin Wosheng, what does this have to do with you? Don't you forget that Mr. Li and I are already married. Moreover, even if these things are real or fake, what difference does it make? Mr. Li, even if he gave nothing at all, just by standing beside me, is thousands of times more precious than the gifts you sent.
Impudence. Zhang Shui, what are you doing? Are you trying to rebel?
Second uncle. Since my father passed away, I have always respected you. But I also hope that you can respect my husband. This marriage, I am definitively cancelling.
Fine. Very well. As expected. Eldest miss of the Zhang families. That's truly admirable. You certainly have guts. However, eldest Miss Zhang, wait until after the Ascending Dragon banquet. You absolutely must not come kneeling to beg our kin family. Let's go.
Zhang Shui. You just wait. Zhang Shui. Are you satisfied now? Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And our Zhang family could have obtained the invitation letter. It's all because of you. Who ruined everything for me. Get out. Scram. Get out of my sight.
Divine Temple Vermilion Bird. Greetings to the Divine King. Greetings to the Madam.
Return to Jiancheng. I want everyone in the world to know that. The woman of the Divine King. No one dares to bully.
Yes.
Ascending Dragon Banquet.
My lord, we shall enter through the back door first. To maintain order in the venue, you wait a moment and enter after you hear our signal.
Very well, Li Tianyi. You actually had the nerve to come back. I was originally planning to send people to arrest you in a few days. Now this is good. You delivered yourself right to my doorstep. Today, you are certainly going to die. Guards, seize that useless trash. Arrest this fake Divine King for me. Wait a moment, and hand him over to the Divine King for disposal.
Wushwang, are you truly going to commit such a foolish mistake?
Elder Master Zhang. You're still alive?
When your grandfather was alive, the two of us were the closest of friends. Our two families also had excellent relations. If you believe the words of this old man, then hurry up and apologize to Mr. Li. Otherwise, the Kin family will face destruction.
Old man, I didn't mishear you, did I? You actually want me to apologize to the stinking fishmonger? Are you joking with me?
Wushwang, please listen to my advice.
Old thing. Who do you think you are? Daring to tell me what to do? Young Master Qin is in a good mood, so I called you Elder Master a couple of times. That doesn't give you the right to point fingers and dictate things in front of me. If you provoke me too much, don't force me to slap you.
Qin Wusheng, what are you trying to do?
Zhang Shui. You still dare to appear before me? Is that so? I stopped being the one trailing behind you, your bootlicker, a long time ago. My Kin family is now highly valued by the Divine Temple. However many women I want, I can have that many women. Wait until the Dragon Ascent banquet is over. I'll wipe you out immediately. Your Zhang family. At that time, I'll capture you and make you warm my bed. Li Tianyi, how dare you hit me?
If you dare to say one more word, forget about just hitting you. I will take your life.
I.
Young Master Qin, have you forgotten what Uncle said? The Divine King is about to arrive soon. At this moment, if you start fighting with him, and the Divine King happens to see it, I'm afraid it will have to be left to Lord Divine King. A bad impression.
Li Tianyi, you just wait. New grudges and old hatreds. I will make you repay tenfold. No, 100-fold. The Divine King has arrived. Gentlemen, please take your seats.
Ascending Dragon Banquet.
Sit wherever you like.
Li Tianyi, have you no shame left? You actually dare to follow our young Master Qin inside? If I were you, I'd scram as far away as possible.
Following young Master Qin inside. Is Qin Wushwan even worthy?
At a time like this, you are still talking tough? Don't you forget, you don't have an invitation card right now. If I go and report you, you will definitely be treated as a trespasser, dragged out and beaten to death with sticks.
Nian Wei. Why are you telling him so much nonsense? All the seats in the banquet hall have already been arranged. When everyone takes their seats later, all the truth will be revealed. Your Zhang family, just wait to become a laughingstock.
That is indeed the case. The Zhang family was not assigned a seat. But don't you forget, this main seat has been vacant all along. People of the Zhang family, follow me and take your seats.
Young Master Qin.
The main seat is for the high-ranking officials of the Divine Temple, and where the Divine King sits. If you take the main seat, you are undoubtedly provoking the high-ranking officials of the Divine Temple. Li Tianyi, since you want to die, then I will grant your wish today.
How did the Jiang family take the main seat? Didn't I recall that their Zhang family wasn't even invited?
They dare to come without an invitation, and they dare to sit in the main seat. I think this Zhang family no longer needs to exist.
Where is Captain Lei? Quickly notify Captain Lei to kick these small fry out. Don't spoil the Divine King's mood.
Where did Captain Lei go? To enjoy himself freely? To actually let just anyone sit in position of the Divine King? Don't even mention it. The Divine King has already arrived, and he only just arrived. It seems Captain Lei's position is
The
even
film
more
was
influential than the Divine
translated
King's.
and narrated
Li
by
Tianyi,
Media.
you truly are not afraid of death. First, without an invitation, you dared to barge into this ascending dragon banquet. Now you even brought the Zhang family to sit in the main seat. If I don't deal with you today in 2 pieces, it will be hard to quell public anger.
The fact that you could achieve the position of Angel Guard Captain shows that you once shed your blood for the Divine Kingdom. You stand aside for now. And remember my face well.
You still dare to talk tough?
We greet all venerables. We greet all venerables.
We greet all venerables,
And the lords of the Divine Temple. And the lords of the Divine Temple.
and the lords of the Divine Temple.
Young Master Qin, the person standing right in front is...
Your Su family truly has limited knowledge. The one standing at the very front must be the chief of the 4 symbols venerables. The Divine King's most trusted, Vermilion Bird Venerable.
Vermilion Bird Lord. She's really the Vermilion Bird Lord. All of you are the top powers, Divine Kingdoms, who have made enormous contributions to the social development of the Divine Kingdom. For this reason, Lord Divine King specially hosted the Ascending Dragon Banquet to reward all of you. I wish you all success in leaping over the Dragon Gate and ascending to heaven in a single step. Without further ado, next, let me respectfully invite the Divine King.
Come on, don't just stand there stunned. Get my phone. I'll take a photo with the Divine King later. Take a picture together. Look even better. Ever since I was little, I've been listening to stories raised by Lord Divine King.
Look at your lack of potential. Wait a moment. Your dad will take you to meet for a close encounter. The Divine King.
No. What do you all mean by those expressions?
Gentlemen, please take a seat.
Who is speaking? That voice sounds so familiar. Li Tianyi, why did you run up onto the stage? This is the Divine King's time to make his appearance.
Qin Wushuang, the one standing before you now, is precisely the Divine King himself. You are short-sighted, so don't come out here and embarrass yourself.
Do you, kid, have any objection to the Divine King's image? Impossible. This is absolutely impossible. This useless, stinking fishmonger possibly be the Divine King?
Qin Wushuan. Haven't you recognized the situation yet? At present, sitting right in front of you. You are still being stubborn.
I know now. I finally know.
What do you know now?
Everyone, this is the situation. I understand. The Divine King has been missing for a full 4 years. And the Divine Kingdom has constantly been coveted by foreign powers. I guess it must be that the lords of the Divine Temple want this useless trash to impersonate the Divine King, to intimidate all corners of the land.
I also heard that this Li Tianyu is the live-in son-in-law of the Su family in Zhangcheng. How is it that today, he suddenly became the Divine King?
What the Qin family kid said is not entirely unreasonable. If it were truly just an investiture, the Divine Temple wouldn't need to, must summon all of us here. I fear that intimidating all corners of the land is the Divine Temple's fundamental goal. Why would the lords choose anyone else? Why insist on choosing such a useless trash smelly fish seller?
Exactly. Esteemed lords, this Li Tianyu looks exactly like a common man. Not at all like the Divine King.
Lord Vermilion Bird, bring out the sword box. I presume that inside this box must be the supreme treasure of our divine kingdom, the great Liang Dragon Sparrow Sword. The divine sword was forged using the divine king's essence blood. Only the divine king, ACTING personally, can wield it. This kind of ability, if someone tries to fake it, they won't be able to pull it off. In this old man's opinion, since we today are gathered here, why don't we properly negotiate and jointly plan the great affairs of the world?
Discussing the great affairs of the nation? Is your Qin family planning a rebellion?
Great Liang Dragon Sparrow Sword. It's actually true. Great Liang Dragon Sparrow Sword. You really are the Lord Divine King.
Qin Zhenglu. Seeing me. Are you disappointed?
No. It's just that this subordinate didn't know. You truly are the Lord Divine King.
That day, our high-ranking Divine Temple members met with His Majesty in Linling Townshang. That good son of yours already knew Divine King's true identity. But not only did he refuse to believe it, he even insulted him recklessly. Now that you have personally seen His Majesty's face, how dare you still talk back? Exactly. It was precisely because we, that day, believed young Master Qin's slanderous words that we dared to doubt the true identity of the Lord Divine King. Your Qin family is utterly foolish. Don't think about dragging our Zhang family down with you. Fortunately, the Lord Divine King did not blame our Zhang family. Otherwise, if your Qin family truly had succeeded...
Lord Divine King. You are actually the Lord Divine King. Lord Divine King, how could he possibly go selfish? You want us.
It seems the true identity of the Lord Divine King is a huge blow to young Master Qin. However, this question, you can ask the person next to you. Miss Su. Their Su family should know better than anyone. Lord Divine King, how could he go selfish? So, you really are the Lord Divine King?
I have told you many times. But you never believed it. Angel Guard, heed my command. Clear all irrelevant personnel from the venue. The Ascending Dragon banquet continues.
You wretched woman. I will kill you. It's all because of you, you wretched woman. If I hadn't believed your nonsense, my Qin family would have long ago leaped over the Dragon Gate and received the protection of the Divine Temple to last for thousands of generations. I'll kill you. Damn it.
Stop. I truly didn't know. I truly didn't know. Don't hitting. Stop hitting. How dare you? Didn't you hear the Lord say that the banquet continues? This is the Lord Divine King's host the Ascending Dragon banquet. How dare you still throw a tantrum and act crazy here?
Lord Divine King, I know I was wrong. Lord Divine King, please spare my life. Please let me go. I beg you.
Young Master Qin has gone mad. He poses a danger to society. Send him immediately to the psychiatric hospital.
Take him away.
Wretched woman. I will kill you. I'll kill you. Kill you.
I originally thought, after the birthday banquet of the Su family patriarch, you would be able to completely wake up. And step by step, lead the Su family back to its peak. Yet you still delusionally attempt to climb to the top relying on men. First there was the line, Su Yunhai. And later, the wicked, Qin Wushuan. As long as they possessed a little power, you, Su Nianwei, would accept anyone. This is your choice.
No, that's not true. Tianyi, listen to my explanation. You give me one more chance, alright?
Too late. I, Li Tiayi, as the Divine King of the Divine Temple, have blessed and protected the Divine Kingdom for over 10 years. Now, willing to stand together with the Zhang family in the imperial capital, Zhang Shui, to be joined as husband and wife. From this day forward, the Zhang family shall receive the protection of the Divine Temple for 10,000 generations. Anyone who shows disrespect shall be punished.
May the madam enjoy eternal peace.
May the madam enjoy eternal peace. Miss Zhang, this is a supreme treasure. The tear of the angel, this supreme treasure is crystal clear, without any impurities, can represent all the purest love in this world. Today, I specially present it to Miss Zhang.
Our Kui clan is willing to offer our clan's supreme treasure, the blue and white jar, wishing the Lord and Madam a harmonious union for 100 years.
Our Shen family is willing to present the Shen family's sacred artifact, the Bodhi fruit, wishing the Lord and Madam to bless and protect the Divine Kingdom for 10,000 generations.
Our Yuan family is willing to offer the strongest sharp weapon, the Zhuan Yuan sword, wishing the madam and lord to soon have a noble son and prosperity for countless ages. Miss Su, your Su family from Jiangshang, was so fortunate to be able to follow along and enter the Ascending Dragon banquet. All the other guests have offered gifts. Your Su family, could it be that you haven't prepared anything at all? Jiangshang is a remote and poor place. What could the Su family possibly bring? That is decent. It's better to quickly have the angel guard. Take them and the Chen family away. We do not welcome people like her here. The Su family of Jiangshang wishes the Divine King to live out his days alone and be immortal.
What did you say?
Impudence, you rustic village woman. You truly have immense audacity to actually dare to curse the esteemed Divine King. We, the Zhonghai Chamber of Commerce, are willing to utilize all our resources to completely blacklist the Su family, leaving them no chance of survival.
The Su family is stubborn and incorrigible, repeatedly angering the Divine King and insulting the Divine Temple. Their crime is unforgivable. Our Zhongjing Consortium is also willing to do the same.
The top powers of the entire Divine Kingdom are all blacklisting our Su family. Our Su family has no chance of survival left. Heaven truly intends to destroy our Su family.
Dad, are you alright? Dad, Nianwei, what should we do? Quickly, think of a solution.
Divine King, the Su family has improper conduct, disturbing the order. In this junior's opinion, their Su family should be rooted out, exterminated down to the 9th generation. Otherwise, the atmosphere of our Divine Kingdom will be polluted by their Su family.
What Miss Su did was all due to inner greed. Has already received the punishment she deserved. There is no need to pursue any further blame. You and I were husband and wife. This is the last time. I will give you a chance. I hope you can cherish it well. Guards, please escort the Su family and Miss Su out. This banquet no longer needs any disturbance from irrelevant people.
Our Su family has fallen to this point. Isn't it all because of you? What right do you have to stand here being hypocritical? It's all because of you, who ruined everything for me. If it weren't for you, I, Su Nianwei, would have married into the Chen family long ago and enjoyed a status above 10,000 people. It's all because of you.
You are wrong. All of this is Su Nianwei. You brought this upon yourself.
You? What did you say?
I said, all of this is due to your Su Nianwei's blind arrogance and self-righteousness. I gave your Su family countless opportunities, but your Su family never cherished a single one. But this time, there will be no more chances.
The wedding banquet.
The wedding banquet is not the Ascending Dragon banquet. So, the Ascending Dragon banquet you prepared initially was not for giving the various powers of the Divine Kingdom the chance to leap through the Dragon Gate, but for her.
That's right. I want to let the whole world know. Zhang Shui, she is my Li Qianyi's wife. I want her to be. No one dares to bully Miss Su. Wish us a happy marriage.